and maybe I receive other awards, and I have to collect them in the United States
Yeah.
and other places. I'm doing that right now because I need to promote my book in Portuguese.
Okay.
And with the time I have to do all that.
Right.
That's the reason I just raise dogs. I don't have kids.
Sure. I totally understand that. So now that you're, a seasoned author on your fourth book, what are some things that you know now that you wish someone would have told you when you were writing the first book?
First of all, don't trust people too much.
Oh,
And I should have known that as a lawyer,
yeah.
because lawyers don't trust anybody. And suddenly, as an author, I was trusting people.
Hmm.
And I was very, very disappointed by my first publisher. I had a huge problem. I was a published author,
Yeah.
regularly published by a publisher.
Hmm.
I can't tell the name because I have this confidentiality agreement, but I have to hire to defend another lawyer because I needed someone to defend my rights in the United States. So
Yeah.
I hired this wonderful lawyer. Nowadays, I feel very protected whenever I need to do something.
Yeah.
I always hire him. I ask for his help. I'm not going to try to be a lawyer in another country anymore. So don't trust people. Don't be too enthusiastic for the first propositions to publish your book.
Hmm.
It's much better to go independently than a bad publisher.
Okay.
So that was a great lesson. Another lesson that I really wanted to know is how hard it is to make people to believe in your work. People are very judgmental.
Yeah.
Whenever I used to say, "Oh, I wrote some erotica," the first question is, "Oh, it's another 50 Shades." You say, "Oh my God." No, and you try to explain and explain and explain, and people just want to know it's 50 Shades or if it's not 50 Shades. So they are very judgmental. Nowadays, they don't ask that anymore, but in the beginning, it was very difficult.
Yeah.
And how to deal with bad reviews.
Mm.
And bad reviews will happen.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have at least 80% of 5-star reviews on Amazon and Goodreads.
Yeah.
But I have one star bad review that I still have problems to accept because it was so mean, so
Yeah.
mean. My book says on that small part that now doesn't come the name for me
Yeah.
in English, that you see when you buy your books on Amazon. It's sex. It contains sex. So the person buys the book that says it contains sex. You're going from swing house from New York to Paris, and he writes that book is about sex. My God. It is.
Oh, so it's interesting that like one negative review out of 600 is the one that bothers you the most. And it's also the one where it's like, it's not even a critique of your writing. It's that the person who purchased it didn't understand or didn't read close enough because, I mean, granted, I have been speaking with you, but in just reading like the back of your book, it is very clear that your books do contain adult themes and sex. So for them just to click on that and go, well, I had no idea what I was buying, that's naive on their part. So it's interesting that that's like the one thing that still kind of bothers you.
There is a big problem. People buy books by the cover
Oh,
sometimes,
okay.
many times.
Yeah.
Many times you see a beautiful cover, and the artist that does the cover, my covers, she does very well. She's great. They're really great. I love them. And I think sometimes buy because, oh, what a beautiful cover. and they don't check what they are buying just
Yeah.
because they want that cover. And so it serves for people and for books. Read something first, and you're not going to be deceived, and you're not going to kill the author in the end.
Right. So that's an interesting observation about judging a book by its cover. So would you then, if you could do it over again, would you change your book covers so they were a little more, I don't know, sexy? Or do you like
No,
the,
no, 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 no. I love those closed door. I
yeah,
love the mystery. I don't love a couple kissing and things like that on the cover.
yeah,
It's for you to open the door. It's
yeah,
for you to open the locket. And I just like that. I like them to keep the mystery. Mystery is the one of the beautiful things in life. If you could predict everything, if you can have tips and hints of every step of the way, why you are going to live? Live. The good thing in living is the surprises life presents to you. It's the
yeah,
same for a book.
yeah, exactly. So I think that is a fantastic way to kind of sum up our interview, that the mystery is the exciting part of life. So again, Adriana, thank you so much for chatting with me today. If the listeners would like to buy your books or see more of your work, where should they go to do that?
On Amazon. They can find my books on my webpage. I'm positive we are going to put a link to that here.
Yeah,
And I'm on Facebook. They can chat to me. I always answer. My books contain my personal email. They can send me email. I love to receive email from readers.
yeah,
Sometimes they complain a character, other times they say they love my work. I love. So main of all my books are on Amazon, on Barnes and Noble, and on all those online sites. They have
yeah.
print and ebook version, but mainly Amazon.
Excellent. Well, again, I encourage listeners to go out and buy your books. I'm in the middle of them right now, and they are very exciting. So they should go out, read them. And I didn't know that you put your email address, so they should also reach out to you and let you know their thoughts, which should be great.
I can't answer on the same day. I don't promise that, but I'm going
Right.
to ask.
Right. Perfect. Perfect. Well, again, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Yuri, for having me again. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Sure. My pleasure. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Advance Your Art podcast. If you like this episode, please go into iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button so that every single time I release a new episode, it will go directly to you without even thinking about it. If you're interested in hearing older episodes, please go to advanceyourart.com, where you can find the catalog of everything I've done so far, as well as contact information and projects I'm working on. Thank you again, and have a great day.